Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dalila from IC21031. So for today ELC 590 Assessment 1, which is the Introduction for Information speech, I'm going to tell you about animal cruelty. Well, we're going to start our speech with a very simple question. Have you ever heard of this statement or questions that mention about feeling lonely? Have a pet, they say. I think this is very sound easy. Well, statement seems easy, but I tell you, it is easier said than done. Based on my own experience, I think it is very hard to raise a pet. It's like you are raising your own children. You have to take care of them like 24/7, feed it, cleanse it, and you do all those stuff every single day. But I love my pet, so I don't mind doing all those things. And well, not everyone has the passion and eager in keeping their pet healthy and well maintained, and some of the people are just not ready to sacrifice their time, to sacrifice their expenses for their pet, because you have to take care extra other than yourself. And I just want to mention that a pet reflects what the owner is. If the owner is having their quality of life decline, it may perceive their pet's behavior. Not surprised if there's a pet with a bad behavior and attitude nowadays. And that is why before you are planning on adopting any pet, you have to know what are you going into and ready for all of these challenges. Ready your mental, ready your physical, and the most importantly, you must have enough financial. Well, no money, no gain, right? Yeah. If you go to any pet care center, I think there's a qualification on adopting a pet, and you have to fulfill the requirement first to proceed with the adoption and the other steps. Okay, now let's talk about pet. There are many people own animals as pet and treat them as member of their families. And most common pets we see in Malaysia are dogs, cats, fish, and rabbit. But there are many other animals that can also be pet, which includes exotic animals like reptiles or birds. And me myself really wish to own a snake like Asian vine snake, because I really like the color. It is very green, it is very cute and small body, but yeah, the circumstances aren't allowed me to, unfortunately. Well, owning a pet, actually, you may receive a lot of things like unconditional love and companionship, and it also teaches responsibilities to children and teenagers. But to get that, it may cost you money, it may cost you time, and increase your daily works. Talking about the present day, people are actually getting more interested in adopting pet during this COVID-19 pandemic to cope with the situation. Well, things are getting better when the World Health Organization, WHO, reported that there is no evidence shows that domestic pets can transmit the new coronavirus. The virus itself spread to humans through person-to-person contact, not pet-to-person contact. I think it's a very good news to all of us, because you can cuddle with your pet as much as you can, as long as both parties are healthy. And if you're ever interested in adopting a pet, just visit to any animal care center nearby and convey your intention. Or I think there is an app named Pet Finder where the process of adoption is an individual, not organization, where you yourself can be a rescuer, can be a adopter. For example, I give a very simple example. I found a kitten near my house, but I don't want to take care of him. So I will post an open for adoption in the Pet Finder about this kitten. So whoever saw and interested can contact me and discuss anything necessary afterwards with me. And so far I know, this app is very safe and secure, so you all can search on the Google Play or App Stores and install these apps in your mobile phone right now. Yeah. But unfortunately, I have to say that things may go sideways if people started to have thinking abusing animals is not an inhuman thing, and that can be done. Animals are abused for a number of purposes, like power gaining, ritual purpose, and even for economic gain. Any acts of animal cruelty are the product of lack of knowledge about how to treat animals humanly and properly, or impulsive behavior resulting unmanaged feelings. Animal abuse refers to a variety of actions that are detrimental to animals, ranging from negligence to intentional killing, like kicking, burning, stabbing, and beating. Animal abuse of any kind is a cause of alarm, and it is unethical to cause distress to any living being. Intentional cruelty is a cause for concern because it is a symptom of physical distress, and also means that the person has been a victim of abuse or is predisposed to doing so. It could actually lead to many other serious problems and crime like child abuse, killings, and other form of violence. Things should be stopped early because before it's too late. And I think there's an English proverb saying that charity begins at home. It means that it's more effective if we do it on the early stage. And these issues is actually a very serious matters and issues, and it should not be taken for granted. I give a very simple examples that I can give you, which is related to animal cruelty in Malaysia itself that actually happened last month, where a pregnant cat named Cantik being fatally slaughtered and her 4 paws dismembered by her owner. I think it is very unquestionable, outrageous, inhuman, and despicable act that must not go unpunished. There are actually many other cases that is related to animal abuse reported by animal welfare associations, but sadly most of them were ignored, and all of this should be taken action. And the Animal Welfare Act 2015 and Wildlife Conservation Act 2010 should be implemented widely and tighten the enforcement so that people would not turn a blind eye towards these issues. And Malaysia itself should start a month of the Prevention of Animals Cruelty Month and many other programs that can be done to create awareness towards these issues to the society. And all the parties should be taking part in raising this issue. We also could do our part in reporting any animal cruelty act. Since animals are unable to speak for themselves, we have to speak for them. And I think that is all for the introduction for my topic, which is animal cruelty. I hope you enjoy every second of this video, and I hope that we see you again next time. Bye. Assalamualaikum.